Good evening. So this is my cute little outhouse where I do my business. And this is what it looks like. Basically, it is this 5-gallon bucket with a bunch of wood chips in it. Or sawdust, I mean. And when it's full, like it is now, I just take this whole thing, lift it up, and I take out the bucket, which I'm gonna do in a second here. But first, I need to empty out the previous bucket, which is here. This is full. It's been full for like a week, and I put the lid on it. And then I'm gonna put it in here and put a big layer of hay on it. And then after time, it's gonna decompose and get so small. So right now it's at this level. Are there other ones? Oh wait, just kidding. I'm gonna put it in here. This is the freshest one. There's nothing in there. So this is the part where you're gonna watch me dump out a bucket of poop and pee and toilet paper. So if you don't want to watch that, stop watching. I don't know what to expect. So it's gonna be something for all of us. Something new for all of us. Okay. Lucky for you, I can't really set my phone up in a way where you can see all of this. So maybe you'll be saved. But this, straight up, is just a bucket of sawdust. With piss and shit and toilet paper in it. Okay. Oh, that's wet. Oh my god, it's wet. And the areas where my poop was made the sawdust red. Oh, it's stinky. Oh, it's so stinky. Blech. Wow. Oh yeah, that is stinky. Ugh. At this pitchfork, I'm gonna break it up. Oh my god. I can't believe my poop made the sawdust. Ow, fuck. Getting stung. Is that moldy? Oh, it's moldy. I forgot that there was this like horrid piece of moldy cheese in my fridge, like when I had got here. And I was like, what should I do with it? And she was like, I was like, can I compost it? And she was like, no, just throw it in your toilet. And I was like, what? So I'm composting it, but not in like the food compost. I'm composting it in the shit compost. It's funny though that my poop made it red. Ooh, the sawdust red. I'm not gonna show you, but because that's so gross. But oh my god, the pee and the sawdust made. I'm sorry, this is so gross. But you'd have stopped watching by now. But it's making my poop like liquid, like it's disintegrating. I mean, that's like the whole point. But oh my god, and the smell is ripe as. Oh my god. Oof. Yeah. It's almost like chemically, like formaldehyde-y. Like if I stood directly above it, like the fumes trying to get to you. It's not like pee poop stinky. It's like formaldehyde stinky. And that last reaction was like a gust of wind, like it's like nose hair searing. It's so gnarly. Anyway, that's gotta get a wash off for sure. Ugh. And then some dry on top. Ugh. Although this is quite wet. Blech. Break it up, spread it out. Blech. I'm not grossed out that it's my poop. I'm grossed out that it fucking is like chemical. And I just can't imagine why it smells that way. I feel like the moldy cheese in that bucket probably had a lot to do with it. But I just... it's just such a strong chemical smell. Probably the pee too, because pee is like sterile, so it has like a kind of chemically whatever. Anyway, now there's a massive layer of hay on top. Show you that. Some hay. It was pretty wet, this hay, because it was just been sitting out here kind of getting moist in the sun. Oh, there's critters. But yeah, now I'm going to hose everything off and put this bucket back under my toilet. Thanks for going on that adventure with me. Okay, so I have decided that I am going to swap these buckets out more often. I was really trying not to poop in them. There's like so many other toilets. I mean, look, this whole property is like hooked up to the grid, and yeah, there's like flushing toilets around here, and I know it's dope that I have a composting toilet and I want to use it, but it's like I don't poop so often that it's like such a huge deal. And I could totally stick to using this compost toilet, but it like literally smells so bad. Anybody takes a shit in here. So I've been pooping in the inside toilets. And trying to just pee in my composting toilet. With, you know, a few exceptions. This is probably way too TMI, but I'm sure anyone that's uncomfortable by this stuff checked out a long time ago. Anyway, I got my fresh new clean bucket, and I'm just gonna throw a layer down because it's wet because I hosed it off. And anyway, you wanna piss on a good layer of sawdust, you know, so it doesn't stink. But I have so much sawdust, so I'm gonna change these out more often, and it's stuck, and probably just use like a lot more sawdust. I was noticing that it was just dry, so I was like, oh, it's, you know, the sawdust is dry, so I really don't have to worry. Hold on, something's going on. Okay, I was like, oh, if I can see that the sawdust is dry, then I'm using a good amount of sawdust, because if it was wet, it would mean there's too much wet material in there, and it's like soaking up in all of the sawdust. But because I didn't see that on the top layer, I was like, oh, it's fine. But as we just saw, even from the bucket that had been sitting there, like the top layer was dry, but the everything under it was like super wet. So I'm gonna just use a lot more sawdust and change it out more often. Not a lot more, but like I was using it sparingly because I saw that I didn't need to, but clearly now I see that I need to. So it'll be fine. There's plenty of sawdust around here. And now I'm gonna go pee. Ha ha ha.